I didn't follow up into theatrical feature making, working with actors, for a number of reasons. I stayed in with documentaries, which I loved very much, but also for personal reasons. I knew that you could be a documentary filmmaker and be married to the man that I was married to and have 2 children, that you could do that, you could pull it off. But I knew that if I became a producer or a director of feature films, that was it, that I could not do that. And I have seen enough examples of what happened to marriages. It's very, very tricky, and I didn't think I could do it, and I didn't want to do it. The only way that I have been able to do it is because I have had this man, this Neil Mooney Adato, supportive from the very beginning, and very, very supportive. And you really can't do it, especially those days. And it wasn't easy, and not easy for him, because you're Turkish, and you expect certain things from a wife and a mother. I had to be perfect in those days. It was very important. I had to be the best woman, the best wife, the best mother, the best filmmaker, the best hostess. Really it took me years to learn that you don't have to be perfect, and you can't win them all. I think that I have been very lucky. I mean, it really comes down to the fact that I really feel that I have had it all, that I have had the most wonderful kids, my wonderful husband, a great career, and this, living in this beautiful house. And like anything, you pay for it. I pay for it by commuting 4 and 5 hours a day. It was tough. It was tough commuting and, leaving early and coming home late. But living in the country and living in a place like Westport especially is really quite marvelous.
As a teenager and as a young adult, the focus was never on find yourself a man and get married. The focus, what my mother said repeatedly, was find yourself an interesting job first. And that was something that was, repeated and made a very strong impression on me.
The balance is something that has certainly made an impression on me. I mean, just seeing the way in which she's had this career, but yes, she's very attentive to my father's needs. She really puts the relationship first, and that's something that I have, I think, learned lessons from.
I guess I was surprised by this woman. She's a tough taskmaster. And she's ambitious, and I think that you have to have been. I mean, you have to be in our industry anyway, but particularly to have been a woman starting out when it was not a woman's field. I think you have to be a little steely. And so then we get in the edit room, and she is all those things, but she's also kind of girly, I mean, she likes to have her makeup. She likes to get her hair done. She always dresses beautifully, lovely scarves and, put together.
She is both a person and a filmmaker, and she brings her warmth and her ability to remember that you are a human being with a life. And so that may sound trivial, because what does that have to do with filmmaking? But it has to do with the experience of working with people.